Don't you tell me what to do. In having a relationship with God, one of the words that we often use, and that I love, is the word surrender. I surrender to God my preferences. I surrender to God my will. Surrender our attitudes to God. Surrender our sin to God. The stuff I hold on to that's not according to God's will, that I have liked doing in the past, that God then tells me, not good. I surrender that to God and ask him to change me. We surrender things to God and he can get in there in these beautiful, quiet ways, but real ways, and start to change our heart if we give things to him. And the Psalms says, surrender to God and he will do everything for you. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have to do anything. And it doesn't mean just a once off, like, I just signed this contract. Dear God, I surrender everything to you. Bye-bye. And then he jumps in and I can just live whatever way I like. No, it's an ongoing surrender, a surrendering, a constant attitude towards God. We have to stay continuously plugged in and continuously surrendered to him, like a child surrendering and letting go in its father's arms, rather than fighting and squirming and arching its back and trying to get on the ground to do its own running and its own will. We have to always engage at choosing every day, every season, every moment in a certain sense. Often I will think funny things about surrender. I will sometimes have this attitude that when I surrender to God, I get a servant. I get somebody who will come into my life and fix everything. But that means that I'm the boss doing the important work, and God is my helper monkey who's going to come along and help me do stuff. I think that way all the time. But that's not fitting for God, because I'm the child, he's the father. And way beyond just human fathering, he is God. He is the creator, he is the Lord, he is number one. So if we put this in the imagery, in the metaphor of work, he's the boss and I'm the employee. It's not about God's in my life now so he can help me do my work well. But rather it's this whole change of attitude of like, no, I now live to do his work well. And I just want to know what that is every day and do it as best I can. What is your work for me today, God? Not, I've got all this stuff, would you ever help me? God is not an add-on. He becomes the center, okay? So if he's the boss, then what am I supposed to be doing? And am I doing it? Okay, and then very practically, this needs to be a thing. To surrender to God your plans, this is what I'm going to do today. Surrender that to God and give him the opportunity. Now, is God going to appear and say, here's your schedule. Okay, so you've got an 8 a.m. appointment and you've this and you've that, and write this down quickly, get typing, come on. That's not so much going to happen. But what I can do is say, okay, there's a couple of things I think I have to do today, but God, I just surrender those to you now. If there's something you want me to do today that I don't know about, I give you permission. I'd ask you for opportunities today to be able to love you and serve you and serve others. I want to get in this different attitude that I live for him. I live to praise him and I live to do his will, just as Jesus did. The Son only does what he sees the Father doing. That we want to get in on that. Now, okay, God's not going to appear and suddenly change my schedule, but if I give him permission, then he can get in there and bring a little interruption. Now, that doesn't mean that every interruption is from God, but often I have found that when I have this peaceful attitude of surrender, my day is not my own. Firstly, what starts is I stop stressing. I stop going, I have so much work to do. And I start going, do you know what, God? I can let go of that, because even if I don't get that stuff done that I think I really need to do, you're going to get me time to do it. If it needs doing and I'm surrendered to God, he's going to help create that time. Now, I still engage. So guys, this is, I said before in another one, it's not 50-50, 50% God, 50% me. It's 100-100. It is 100% God. We totally need him. And it's 100% us. We have to completely engage and as best we can to give everything we can to living this life. Okay. But it is both and, not either or. It's not God or me. It's me and God together but he's the boss. So I come up with my list. I surrender and give him permission. If you want to interrupt, give me opportunities to help, serve, to love like you. And then I'm going to do the things that are already on my list. Maybe a little thought, little inspiration popped in, but maybe not. There's my list, and I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. But now God has permission. I have surrendered this to him. And I've said to him, God, if you want to change this, you really can. I give you permission. Okay. And then something happens, they're like, okay, I think this is you. I'm going to go for it. Not easy, guys. Not easy. My ego is, that's the treasure house, isn't it? Who's in charge of my life? Don't you tell me what to do. That's the place of real transformation. If I can transform that, if I can surrender my will to God and say, do you know what? I think you know better than me. And I think you love me better than I love me. So I'm going to trust you instead of me. I'm going to trust that when you bring an interruption, there might be something in it. There you go, lads. That's my little thought on surrender. No doubt in the future I will have more thoughts on surrender because I love thinking about surrendering. I'm seriously thinking of doing it someday. Someday soon. No, I really am. All right, guys. God bless you.